This LGBTQ acronym that people throw around, it can be really confusing.
It's a group, and however the group chooses to identify, I think the most important thing is that that choice is respected by people outside of the group.
The labels are an attempt to help everyone feel like that they're seen, that they're welcomed, that we all have an actual place.
I think that by recognizing the particularity of my transness helps me to connect with other people with my specific struggle or joys or journey, but also recognizing that I'm a part of a larger queer community helps us to share common stories about coming out and the struggles in the workplace, or the joys that we have in being a beautiful, diverse creation.
There's to be a name to something for it to be recognized, and you know, you can stand up and be counted amongst your fellow people in that group.
We also have to consider the intersections of race and class and religion, nationality, and all these other different identity factors that go into how people express themselves within these different categories.
Amongst friends, I always like to help people in terms of translating something that doesn't make sense for a group that you're not a part of. I think that people in the United States are more familiar with black and white relations, so if you don't know why LGBTQIA feel like they need to label themselves, then think about the way that black people in the United States have quote-unquote labeled themselves. We have had many names said to us that we didn't necessarily accept, but once we were able to have a voice for ourselves, we asked. So African American became the term, and it changes. It's okay for things to change.
Even those of us that would identify as being a part of the LGBTQQIA community, we often sometimes don't understand its fullness. And it's only through being in a relationship with one another that I think we're able to move towards that space where we're able to see, oh, this is why it's important to have a defined label or a defined expression that allows us to move in a way that gives us voice and presence in our society.
We have a big, beautiful God who has created all of this diversity. What better way to worship that God but to celebrate that diversity and to look for it?